สไปเดอร์แมนเข้าวะ
I will never abandon anyone.
เขากำลังแข่งกันเหรอ
Yeah, but you're starting to run out of chances if you lose here. There's a huge advantage in staying in the upper bracket. Less games, more opportunities, and of course, just the ego.
แข่งกันยังไงวะมันกำลังแข่งกันเหรอเราก็อยากดูเหมือนกันเนาะ
Okay, no, I like that. I think I would have a pretty relaxed approach to it as well. You know, noting, hey, listen, this team is respectable. They won their qualifier. They are here for a reason. Yeah, we do have to re-lock in. Yeah, if we get too comfortable, we lose. But remember, we kind of saw their reaction to winning that game. It wasn't like they were like, you know, heads held high. They were just like, all right, dude, fist bumps. And that's it. Yeah, let's just do it again. You're right. So I'll be interested to see if they do actually go ahead and 2-0 here for HYD. I will be interested to kind of pay attention to the reaction and see if it is a different reaction. Like maybe when the 2-0 comes in and the match itself is over, if they do get a little bit more excited rather than just being like chill, fist bumps, you know, everything like that. That's true. You see those sweaty brows I was talking about? I will say that was a quicker map than we've ever seen on LAN, at least in today's competition. Players are locked. Maybe comparable with Cracked. Yeah, I guess that's true. Is that was only the second defensive win of the day. Yeah, well, pretty wild to say as well. Throwback to LT, their first head-to-head when they went ahead in 2-0. But it was a close one. Insanely close. That defensive win and our first defensive win of the day were very different. Yeah, that's very true.
ขอดูมันแข่งกันมันจะเดือดแค่ไหน
Trainwreck was the other map that was banned by AHR. So the reason we found ourselves here for these matchups, it is a random draw. You'll be able to see that random draw and how it all works at the end of the day. Vivid was talking about it. But no more yap. It's time for gameplay. This is what we want to see. Can HYD do it on attack just like the defensive side? Will AHR turn the tides back in their favor and force us to a very early and quick Game 3?
โอ้เราเนี่ยวิ่งใส่กันนี่หว่า
Now on the attacking side of things, HYD
ต้องไปเป็น
of course going to be
ตี
starting out with that vehicle.
Really
swinging, man. Look at this squad. Last approach and look at this. Remember how we talked about that line that HYD kind of created on the defense?
เดือดว่ะ
AHR is in a much more passive position. Like they're behind the sector itself. Like the team of HYD
Oh.
seemingly just kind of walked up as
เก็บ
there's
3
actually a huge three-piece kind of picked up from the side of AHR. That's going to
HYD
be
จาก
credited
จีน
to
แน่นอน
Turtle.
เลย
We're
เนี่ย
also seeing a Seneva in the mix from the side of AHR. So the early efforts from
ตายหมด
HYD to go ahead and aggress towards the point early on were actually stopped in
โคตร
terms
เดือด
of boots on the ground, but the vehicle, it's large and it's in charge of Sector A.
ทีมกี่คนวะเนี่ย
AAV down below is the same kind of, I call it the hallway, the tunnel underneath the sector where they're starting to get some value. This is very quick value on the point, very quickly going to force the defense to have to either jump the point or just allow it to send off and hope to prepare for B sector. Now, again, I know this is pretty self-explanatory, but just because the attackers
ดือ
get
ดว่ะ
through A quickly
HYD
doesn't really change anything. They'll win the tiebreaker. You got to capture every single sector on this map to count yourself a winner.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how far your opposition got. You've got to capture everything. So already some nice value HYD, but we're just getting started.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of the defensive is trying to go ahead and
เจอ
throw some volleys,
AHR
some explosives down this tunnel to try to find some value. Even a flank is actually coming in, but some of the guns,
ใครได้เป็น1 แต้มวะเนี่ย
some of the boots on the ground, even the vehicle is going to be picking up some of those members of AHR as they make their way.
ไม่ขึ้นตรงนั้นยังไงวะเนี่ย
Take a look at the right side of the screen towards the kill feed over there. There were a lot of respawns being activated from the side of AHR, so none of the revives are going to be coming in. I think I saw like
โอ้โหซ่อมรถ
maybe 10, maybe 12 total players just picking up
ยืนอยู่ด้านหลั
that
ง
full respawn and
โคตรเท่เลยว่ะ
HYD, man.
That was
Hold
quick.
up.
That was quick. That was insanely quick. Really well done from HYD to actually utilize that AAV effectively. That was the big question mark, was what can the attackers do with their vehicles? And AHR couldn't get as aggressive with the vehicle that HYD did, or rather they tried, but it got cut down immediately. They did play topside, they did play street rather than going underneath, and maybe that was the biggest mistake. Here we go, let's move into the B sectors. We know that the main event can happen in the B sector. Now, we did move extremely quickly through A. I'm not sure how long it'll take to pull off the main event, but you could see both of these two sectors, these two zones inside of the sector, watch these buildings fall, and then we'll be playing through the rubble, depending how long it takes us for us to capture this point.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit more of an aggressive approach from the side of AHR. They are kind of pushed up, at least playing on top of one of the zones. We can see a tank destroyer is not going to be activated from the side of the defense, but it is, of course, going to be met with a tank destroyer of HYD of their own, and of course also that AAV that is available. And again, it's kind of like the same approach. You can see B1 is currently being captured by a squad of members that are actually underneath of the point. So a lot of these tunnel systems on the map of Aftershock are making these zones very, very difficult for the side of the defense to kind of hold. And listen, I don't know if it's just an approach to the defensive side of things. As you can see, one of the players from the side of HYD. Take a look at the tremor system here. But I don't know if it's like an approach thing, but the AHR team has kind of like not really played the tunnels at all, whether it was on the attack when they were attacking A or when they were defending A either. And now the same thing when they were kind of defending B.
Yeah, this is a nice push over into B1. A lot of revives coming through here as well, so they're going to keep all these bodies onto B1. They should fairly easily capture it. See a couple members of the defensive side try to play the outside. Here's a look at that main event, how long we have until it happens. Not that long, about 17% left until things change. Our buildings fall, we play through the rubble. The attackers prioing B1 for good reason. Gonna have to play through that rubble, depending on how long it takes. It looks like AHR are going to try to invest our tank destroyer to get some value around the point. But HYD not pressed, get too aggressive to capture both these points yet. They are taking their time, nice and slow. They know they're in complete control right now.
Yeah, it looked like they were actually able to almost take both of those zones before that event even kind of got activated. But as you can see, towards the zones themselves, it's all red, so they do have control over it. Although I will, of course, point out the fact that it looks like they could put a lot more bodies on point, so kind of opting for a little bit of a passive approach. Maybe they're a little bit afraid of this tank destroyer and trying to kind of work around that and wait for that to be destroyed before they kind of go all out. This AAV all the way on the backside for HYD is actually under a full press from the side of AHR.
Yeah, honestly, the fact that they will stay alive. No, I was about to say there was no way that AAV is making it out of there. And you're right, it felt like maybe they could have early capped that point, but maybe over-invested, and maybe that's exactly what happened. AAV gets cut down. We do see AHR barely alive in this tank destroyer. Only way to keep it alive is to just get this engineer healing it up as much as possible, but Allure rockets continue to ring true for HYD. That is a great trade for them. AHR have no vehicles to write home about, and this main event is about to happen any second now. Should be seeing our buildings begin to fall, which should open things up for this HYD team to have an easier time working their way through the B sector.
Yeah, and taking a look at the bottom of the screen towards the UI, it looks like the vehicles have been equalized. It's going to be 0-0, and as I actually say that, HYD do pick up a tank destroyer of their own, so now they're going to have a little bit of a lead there, and you can see they're trying to go ahead and once again play around this control system, but they are actually getting stopped from the side of AHR. And B1 and B2 are actually in full control of AHR as it currently stands.
Trying to keep buildings from falling too. That is something else to keep in mind, right? We don't want to have to, on the defensive side, it is much easier to force the attackers to have to capture both of these sectors. If these buildings fall, the B sector becomes much easier, and it looks like we snuck in. We started our trimmer system, and we all know what that means. As long as they're able to protect that system, make sure these buildings fall, things get much easier for the attack. That is priority number one right now.
Yeah, it looks super, super hard to actually maintain control over it. Not a lot of cover around this tremor system as well. You can see they're kind of just forced to stand out in the open.
They'll build their own cover.
Allure.
Packers playing low side of B1 right now. Look at them. They're all on the ground here on the B1 sector. B2 being slow capped by the attackers. Defense trying to figure out where we want to go. RCCK maybe, our commander, in the tank destroyer.
Hey.
Just a quick look at the map view, and you can see where the attackers are currently
SYD.
located. B2, nobody really cares about right now. Both sides are
They
trying to
รียกไป
battle
ปะวะ
their way through B1 and continue to trade back and forth on this trimmer system. They want to make sure these buildings do not fall. A great job of retaking there for the defense. Honestly, doing a pretty good job of just passing it back and forth. This almost feels like operations, man. It feels like the mail bricks getting stolen over and over again. It's just starting and terminating this trimmer system.
Yeah, great job by AHR to somehow keep finding their way towards that little bit of a control panel. I will say, obviously, we did note that 2K was on the bow. Looks like there's actually multiple members now of HYD on the bow. I see Sayo Chan picking up a lot of kills in the feed as well with that bow. It'll be interesting to kind of see towards the end of the match how many kills individually they're going to be having.
Nice revives coming through the hallways. Wonder if the attackers just say, all right, we don't care about the trimmer system anymore. Let's just capture both points.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. All right. Things are happening. You're able to take control over it. Trimmer system, see you later. Buildings, see you later. Down goes building 1. Should see building 2 fall here very shortly. And we're going to move from a 2-zone capture sector into a 1-zone capture sector, as the attackers are going to have a much easier job. They're going to have to move their way into the B2 sector and hopefully find that capture here shortly, as all of our players, honestly, that felt like a mistake to me.
Dude.
Did you just see how many defenders died when that vehicle fell?
All
I mean, that was like
20.
their whole team. Like, what? We called an urgent redeployment, though. I want to take a look at the stats as we look at the B sector. Again, B sector's not done yet. Quick look at the stats, though. You can see what HYD's been able to do. See 24 kills from 2KA, 21 kills from Z-Box. I mean, these are solid stat lines.
Commanders.
Solid revives
the Commanders were both like in like the bottom 5 of their respective teams.
Yeah, but because the defense lost so many lives when that building fell,
That was crazy.
they had to call in the urgent redeployment. So this is going to be a nice little bashing of skulls, a big bang out onto B2 right now to see who comes out on top. But the attackers get there first because everybody else died that was trying to hold the point.
It has been costly, though, in terms of tickets for the side of HYD, kind of investing so much and them making sure that that main event did kind of happen. And that being said, you were kind of expect that they would have had a great push towards B2 once literally like 20 members of AHR went down. But no, AHR have actually fought back very, very well. They've
HYD น่าจะชนะอีกรอบ
put a pretty solid claim towards this point, and now HYD have actually
หน่วยซ่อมรถแม่งอยู่บนรถ
went
เลย
past the 100 ticket mark.
เอาเรื่องเลย
Yeah, honestly doing a pretty good job here. Honestly, a smart play to be able to pull that urgent redeployment out once your team fully
คน
dies.
ขับรถแม่ง
It
โค
is
ตรเก่ง
worth
ไง
mentioning too, when you do something like an urgent redeployment and you have your team fully respawn all together, you have a full force of like 20 players all moving as a unit, all respawning at the same time, which gave them enough firepower to actually push back their opponents. Now we do see on screen, we did see another magnetic bomb take down a vehicle of the defense, so we did lose a tank destroyer on the defensive side, which is a big blow to their morale, even after retaking B2. But still, pretty impressed with AHR. Definitely looking like they're getting more and more comfortable as a team on this map the deeper we go into it. If I'm HYD, I want to try to close out this sector and move on to the next as soon as humanly possible before AHR say, wait a minute, we actually can win this matchup.
Yeah, I feel like maybe a little bit of overconfidence for the side of HYD. I constantly kind of see them instead of waiting for
เดือดเดือดโอ้โอ้โอ้
on some of their devs.
รถสะ
So
เทือน
keep
น้ำ
a
สะเทือน
kind
บ
of
กนี่
close
แม่งแรง
eye
ว่ะ
on that. That being said, it looks like a full push is kind of
ระเบิด
coming from the side of HYD. On the back foot of that, they are going to be destroying one of the vehicles that was playing a very, very big role in helping AHR actually defend this zone. HYD, of course, getting more and more access to some of these vehicles and getting more and more access to the point of B2. They have finally
ไม่ใช่จะขับง่าย
staked
รถ
their
เนี่ย
claim to it, and it looks like they are going to be capturing it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a team respawn beacon being invested by the defense is just too little too late. That one's going to hurt. You would like to use that respawn beacon for the next sector. Here comes a tank for the defense. This will be nice to kind of recoup their losses. Get some vehicle presence back on the map. Some excitement. Look at our camera there. Got some folks watching HYD maybe from back home or in the back rooms. I'm not sure where. But regardless, we got some supporters for HYD, even if they can't be here in person. I love it. Good shout. Production there.
One more sector separates HYD and their 2-0 victory over AHR. But look at the absolute flood of vehicles that the defense gets access to here. Double tanks, the tank destroyer as well. They're going to be feeling pretty comfortable about the access to these vehicles. But take a look at the difference in numbers towards this C1 zone. I mean, there's like 3 whole squads of attackers rushing towards this, and it looked like there's only like 1 squad for the defensive side even toying with the idea of defending this.
Yeah, pretty classic 2-zone capture sector, especially when they're linearly stacked like this. Defense is saying, hey, we're going to hold the line at C2. We really don't care that much about C1. The attackers are going to full send C1, stake their claim, get respawns much closer to the new point that they're trying to egress, and then set up a nice play, a nice push all as a unit, maybe split and run a 50-50 split, moving over to C2. But Luol TTV is getting extremely mixy. Not going to give this up for free. They're actually getting paid for this round. Just full sending in with the tank destroyer. Not asking any questions, and they are taking names as well. Doing a good job of staying out of the line of sight of the attacker vehicles. Pretty efficient retake, actually, of C1. What looked like maybe was going to be a free giveaway turns into a lot of kills for this roster of AHR and Luol.
And what kind of feels like the first real strong opposition from the side of AHR, right? That was a great push with the tank destroyer on a
ทีม
zone
สีแดง
that
ไม่
felt
ว่า
like
ถัง
it was already
3-4
as I say
คัน
that.
เลย
Wait a minute. As I say that, the tank destroyer goes down, but so did both of the tanks for AHR.
I don't know. I wonder if we can get that back on replays.
What the heck happened?
They all died at the same time. RCCK maybe. When
Great burn.
bonkers buku in the kill feed. I just saw like the entire kill feed was the commander of this roster in the vehicle, I suppose.
ลูกซองว่ะ
SJD now boots on the ground as commander. And talk about a momentum shift. I mean, that's gotta be GG's. You lose both your tanks and a tank destroyer in the blink of an eye. SJD, he feels it.
เราไอคนซ่อม
Further
เลยว่ะ
redeployment being called in right now for the defensive side. They're feeling the pressure as C1 falls and C2 also is in jeopardy. Time to make a move. Gotta have some heroes show up right now. Running out of
เจอ
daylight.
เลย
Yeah, I actually want HYD to kind of press the advantage just a little bit more than it feels like they are. They have 4 vehicles. And for a moment there were 0 vehicles available from the side of AHR, but now, as you can see, they do have a tank
สีเขียว
destroyer
มันยึด
that's able to rejoin the mix, or maybe that was an LAV. We'll have to go ahead and double check that one. But yeah, big vehicles for the side of HYD. Some of the flank squads are
ไม่โดน
trying to make something happen towards the side of C1.
Oh no, the lob goes down as well, so we do lose a vehicle from the
โอ้รถ
attack
ถังโคตรเยอะเลยว่ะ
But look at the presence of vehicles here from this HYD roster, holding down some of these choke points, holding down some of the streets. These streets almost act like lanes that they're able to fully zone off. Whether they get the intel or not, it doesn't matter. They can just shell these lanes and make it extremely difficult for these teams to rotate any way besides one that they find being free. When you've got 3 vehicles on your side holding 3 different lanes, you force the defense to move into almost like choke point position anytime they try to egress over to the zone you're trying to capture. Just makes things so much easier for your boots on the ground to be able to win their gunfights effectively.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like we have kind of created some sort of a divide amongst the 2 zones. This kind of feels reminiscent of like a cracked style of play between C1 and C2, where C1 kind of falls, but another one of these flank squads from the side of AHR have found value before. Can it find value one more time? Tank BRK just barely dodges the rocket on his way out, is able to go ahead and survive. You can see the vehicle support is trying to come in from the side of HYD to make sure that they keep this AAV alive. The tank destroyer is not playing around. It's gotten word that there is a flank squad over here, and it's like, you know what? I'll take care of that.
Yeah, that was a nice play there from the tank destroyer to just get active, man. Just too much firepower right now for AHR to handle.
ชนะ
I will
ไหม
give them
โอ้โห
credit though, they've done a pretty good job
เดือดสัตว์
battling back, even though they've been at a disadvantage for basically this entire match.
ไม่มีนิว
They've
เค
been
ลียร์เลย
battling
ว่ะ
back and
เล่นไม่ถึง
retaking
นิวเคลียร์
C2 over and over again. Still a long road to win this game. The fact that they've been able to hold the line at C2 is still pretty impressive.
Yeah, just pretty much on the back foot of them getting access to this LAV. It is under pressure right now, down to half HP. Do HYD decide to go ahead and invest into this? No, they do not. They go ahead and retreat one of their vehicles. They're feeling pretty comfortable just based on the fact that they've gotten actually great position towards the side of C2. Now they feel comfortable in investing some of their vehicles towards this push, towards this attack. Because listen, there is no vehicle here to go ahead and contest them. The LAV from the side of AHR has retreated almost completely, so now they start to flood.
Yeah, and again, SJD smartly uses that artillery barrage to try to make sure these vehicles that push up onto the point get punished for it. And the attackers are slow pushing. They're not full investing onto the point yet. They're waiting for the artillery barrage to finish up. They will then get on the point and jump it if they need to. But you don't want to you don't want to get too aggressive here as the attacker. You have plenty of life. If you full send a couple vehicles at the same time and you lose all of them, you could totally cut all momentum that you have out from underneath you, cut your legs out from underneath you, and there's a chance you can't even win on this C sector without the advantages the vehicles are giving you. So they're smartly playing very patient, very slow, and just slowly gaining more and more ground until there'll be not enough for the defense to stand on, slowly cutting their way through the low side and the high side of this C sector.
Yeah, absolutely. That being said, because they have kind of taken this slow approach towards the C2, the defense has actually picked up a second vehicle. That's going to be a tank.
มาร์คแมนไรเฟิลด้วยนะ
Don't be afraid. I'll be right by your side.
Hassan, we're not fighting GTI nor our Asaran brothers who once stood with us. We're fighting the cycle of poverty and despair that has entrapped us. Havoc offered a hammer to break it in exchange for our souls. I made my choice so my children don't relive our fate. A valley separates us, Hassan. You cling to the familiar past that's crumbling away while I journey towards an unknown future. Neither of us can convince the other. Only the trembling earth beneath our feet will give the final verdict.
Air support is holding off the enemy advance. Show GTI that the sky belongs to Havoc. Curtain missile launched. Dense fog approaching. GTI's assault will be halted. All squads, utilize the fog cover and crush these maggots in the valley.
Boom.
Feeling better. I'm fine. I can keep going. I'm counting on you guys. Executing rescue operation. Great, you're okay. Hold on, I'll be right there.
Smoke screen incoming.
Look at me. Take deep breaths.
Smoke screen incoming.
Don't worry. You're gonna be okay.
The enemy has suffered minimal losses. We must remain vigilant.
Whoa.
Smoke screen incoming. Smoke screen incoming.
I can't stop. There's people who need me. Don't be afraid. I'm right here. It's working.
Smoke screen incoming.
You're doing great. I hope it's not too late. Vital signs stable. Prepare for rescue. No more time.
มองไม่เห็นอะไรวะ
Smoke screen incoming.
เยอะมากแล้ว
Artillery barrage ready.
Smoke screen incoming. The enemy has taken objective Alpha. Smoke screen incoming.
Away! Don't be afraid. I'm right here.
Smoke screen incoming.
Bloody UAV.
เยอะชิบหาย
Smoke barrage ready.
Roger that. Artillery barrage incoming. Those 60-eyed bandits have gone too far. Time to settle all accounts.
Artillery barrage ready.
Smoke screen incoming. Smoke screen incoming.
Smoke barrage ready.
Smoke screen incoming.
มาจากไหนก็ไม่รู้
Smoke screen incoming.
Don't worry. You're gonna be okay. Target down.
Smoke screen incoming.
I'm counting on you guys. Executing rescue operation. Oh
The
no.
enemy is more than halfway depleted. Keep guarding the sector. Smoke screen incoming. Allied forces are clearing objective Bravo 2. Allied forces have taken objective Bravo 1.
Hang in there. You'll feel better soon.
Attacking objective Bravo 1.
Threat neutralized.
Smoke screen incoming.
Requesting missile strike. Over.
Guided missiles launched. incoming.
Go for it! Hold on, I'll be right there. Ah! Just one more step.
The enemy's forces are dwindling. Hold the line.
Eliminated.
Smoke screen incoming. They think this is their objective. We'll make it their grave. Tear them apart. Where the last line making progress. Smoke screen incoming. Form new defensive lines and keep the enemy out. Secure our last sector, whatever it takes. The enemy is attacking objective Charlie 1.
Smoke barrage ready.
The enemy forces are down to half. This sector will be ours.
Rescue underway!
Smoke screen incoming.
Thank you.
Strategic beacon ready to deploy.
Smoke screen incoming.
I hope it's not too late. Rescue. I've got you!
Áo
Smoke screen incoming.
โดนระเบิด
There's nowhere to retreat to. Do not let this sector fall. Smoke screen incoming.
Don't worry, you're gonna be okay.
Enemy has taken objective Charlie 2. Smoke screen incoming. Roger that. Artillery barrage incoming.
Thank you.
This is our last position. Secure it with all you've got.
Hostile neutralized!
Guided missile lost. This is the final line of defense. Hold it at all costs.
I'll return the favor. Taking flight.
Smoke screen incoming.
Operation. Hold on, I'll be right there. No more time.
This is our last position. Secure it with all you've got. Smoke screen incoming. Strategic beacon deployed. They're almost gone. Keep fighting. Make sure that we get the final victory. Smoke screen incoming. This is our last position. Secure it with all you've got. Guided missiles launched.
I'm fine. We keep going.
The situation is critical. Stand your ground. Defend at all costs.
Strategic beacon ready to deploy.
Back. Hi.
Copy. Vehicle drop to target location. The situation is critical. Stand your ground. Defend at all costs. Smoke screen incoming. Roger that. Artillery barrage incoming.
Smoke barrage ready.
Copy. Vehicle drop to target location. High threat enemy marked. Neutralize the threat. High threat enemy eliminated. Push forward.
I'm counting on you guys.
This is our final stand. We must defend the position at all costs. Smoke screen incoming. Roger that. Artillery barrage incoming. Smoke screen incoming. Secure our last sector, whatever it takes.
Beacon ready to deploy.
The enemy secured their objective. We've lost. Retreat immediately.
I'm ready.
So, Havoc aims to redefine citizenship, territory, government, and sovereignty through technology, effectively constructing an entirely new nation.
Now, does that still sound like rambling?
It sounds wildly ambitious, if not downright delusional. You're assuming the world is on the brink of collapse and needs a new order.
That's not for me to answer. Ask those already drowning or about to drown, and they'll tell you.
Traditional nations won't surrender quietly. People won't accept Havoc as the sole arbiter of their futures.
No doubt. This is a contest between the old and new worlds. A battle demanding every tool at our disposal. And Havoc will fight relentlessly.
Airlift units have evacuated crucial artifacts from the battlefield. This is our final act of devotion to this ancient civilization. All units, hold the line. Defend the ancient site at all costs.
You're doing great! Flutter UAVs taking flight! Just one more step. Great, you're okay. Hold on, I'll be right there.
Barrage ready.
The enemy is attacking Objective Alpha. The enemy has suffered minimal losses. Please stop using skills.
Don't be afraid, I'm right here.
ไปไหนหมดวะ
The
rescue operation. Vital signs stable. Prepare for rescue.
More than half of their troops. Maintain defensive lines.
On you guys. Hold on, I'll be right there. No more time. Feeling better.
The enemy has taken objective Alpha.
Look at me. Take deep breaths. Rescue underway.
The enemy is severely depleted. Continue to attack and secure this sector.
Look at me. Take deep breaths. Too late. Executing rescue operation. I'm here.
Roger that. Artillery barrage incoming.
Don't be afraid. I'm right here. Thank you. Vital signs stable. Prepare for rescue.
Barrage ready.
We've repelled the enemy's offense and secured the sector. Operation accomplished.
Make them quiver.
So, Haddock aims to redefine citizenship, territory, government, and sovereignty through technology, effectively constructing an entirely new nation.
Now, does that still sound like rambling?
It sounds wildly ambitious, if not downright delusional. You're assuming the world is on the brink of collapse and needs a new order.
That's not for me to answer. Ask those already drowning, or about to drown, and they'll tell you.
Traditional nations won't surrender quietly. People won't accept Havoc as the sole arbiter of their futures.
No doubt. This is a contest between the old and new worlds. A battle demanding every tool at our disposal.
Airlift units have evacuated crucial artifacts from the battlefield. This is our final act of devotion to this ancient civilization. All units, hold the line. Defend the ancient site at all costs.
Well, smells like something's burnt. Where are they hiding? Got them pinned down.
The enemy is attacking Objective Alpha.
Barrage ready.
Wait for my intel. Got one! Well,
Looks like GTI is hell-bent on destroying our cultural preservation project. Rebuild defensive lines. Show these intruders how welcome they are. All units, defend the key objectives. objective Bravo.
Find them! Bullseye! High threat enemy marked. Neutralize the threat. Detecting!
We've taken out the enemy high threat unit. Push forward.
We have a casualty here!
The enemy has 80% of their forces left and is still strong. But we must hold this sector. The enemy has taken objective Bravo.
Artillery barrage ready.
No secrets under my arrow! Where are they hiding?
Let's have another crack!
Well, smells like something's burnt!
will destroy this monumental relic just to crush our ideals. Hold the line. Let history bear witness to our glory. Advised. Enemy troops are attacking objective Charlie 2.
Let me detect first!
Gotta get serious.
Allied forces are clearing objective Charlie 1.
Target located!
Defend the final perimeter to the death! History belongs to you! The future belongs to you! Form new defensive lines and keep the enemy out.
Back in action.
This is our last defense. We must hold it.
Swapping back.
We cannot lose this critical objective. Be advised. Enemy troops are attacking objective Delta 1. There's nowhere to retreat to. Do not let this sector fall.
Wait for my intel.
The situation is critical. Stand your ground. Defend at all costs. This is the final line of defense. Hold it at all costs. The key objective must remain in our hands. Allied forces are taking objective Delta 1. Reinforce fire support. The situation is critical. Stand your ground. Defend at all costs.
Be
High
sharp.
threat enemy eliminated. Moving forward. This is our last position. Secure it with all you've got. They've sustained minimal losses. We need to keep defending the sector.
Find them.
Guided missiles launched.
Guided missile ready.
There's nowhere to retreat to. Do not let this sector fall. Guided missiles launched.
Guided missile ready.
This is our last position. Secure it with all you've got.
Missile strike on coordinates. Over.
Guided missiles launched.
I've got it. Let me
nowhere to retreat to. Do not let this sector fall. This is the final line of defense. Hold it at all costs. We crushed the enemy and defended our key objective. Guided missiles launched.
Got them! Detecting!
Stay behind cover!
The enemy is more than halfway depleted. Keep guarding the sector. Be advised, our forces have secured objective Delta 1. Moving on. The situation is critical. Stand your ground. Defend at all costs.
Got one!
Allied forces are taking objective Delta 2. Reinforced fire support. There's nowhere to retreat to. Do not let this sector fall.
Wait for my intel! Well, smells like something burnt!
The situation is critical. Stand your ground. Defend at all costs.
Artillery barrage ready.
This is the final line of defense. Hold it at all costs. Secure our last sector, whatever it takes.
Blasting artillery barrage!
Roger that, artillery barrage incoming. Allied forces are taking objective Delta 2. Reinforced fire support.
Got them! Where are they hiding?
Barrage ready.
Enemy forces at low capacity. Carry on. Secure our last sector, whatever it takes. situation is critical. Stand your ground. Defend at all costs.
I've got it!
Give me a hand, I can't move!
The enemy is faltering. It's our chance to keep attacking. Allied forces are taking objective Delta 1. Reinforce fire support. This is our last defense. We must hold it. Strategic beacon deployed. Roger that. Artillery barrage incoming. The situation is critical. Stand your ground. Defend at all costs. Roger that. Artillery barrage incoming. We've repelled the enemy's offense and secured the sector. Operation accomplished.
แล้วปืนใหม่หมดแล้วมันเป็นของแต่งแล้วนะปืนโบราณครับผมเขาว่าแรงกระบอกนี้ไม่มีอะไรให้แต่งเลยยิงไงวะเนี่ยใช้ได้กี่ลูก10 ลูกจะเก็บยังไงวะเนี่ยยิงโคตรยากน่าจะเป็นต้องใส่สโคปนี่นะมั้งจำเป็นไหมวะไม่ใส่วะอันไหนจะยิงง่ายกว่าเฮ้ยยิงมันดีวะแรงอยู่นะนัดเดียวร่วงใส่หรือไม่ใส่ดีลองไม่ใส่ก่อน
Always the bullseye.
So, Haddock aims to redefine citizenship, territory, government, and sovereignty through technology, effectively constructing an entirely new nation. Now, does that still sound...
The key objective must remain in our hands. Taken objective Charlie 1.
โอ้ยิงยากปะ
Smoke barrage ready.
Let me detect first.
Enemy has 80% of their forces left and is still strong, but we must hold this sector. Objective Charlie 2.
Where are they hiding?
crushed the enemy and defended our key objective. Be advised, enemy troops are attacking objective Charlie 1.
Thank you.
Allied forces have taken objective Charlie 2.
Find them!
Tactic! Allied forces are engaging at objective Charlie 1. This is our last defense. We must hold it. Do not leave the battlefield. Guided missiles launched. The enemy is attacking objective Delta 1. High-threat enemies marked. Destroy them. There's nowhere to retreat. Do not let this sector fall. Guided missiles launched. The enemy is more than halfway depleted. Keep guarding the sector. Be advised, our forces have secured objective Delta 2. Moving on. Allied forces are taking objective Delta 1. Reinforce fire support. Guided missiles launched. Secure our last sector, whatever it takes. Enemy high threat unit eliminated. Pick up the pace.
Got them!
Our forces have taken full control of objective Delta 2. Let's go for the next objective. The situation is critical. Stand your ground. Defend at all costs. Allied forces are taking objective Delta 1. Reinforce fire support.
Burnt! Target eliminated! This is the final line of defense. Hold it at all costs. The enemy is severely depleted. Continue to attack and secure this sector. This is our last defense. We must hold it. This is the final line of defense. Hold it at all costs.
launched.
Detecting! Got them pinned down!
The enemy is on their last leg. Our victory is close. This is our last position. Secure it with all you've got. There's nowhere to retreat to. Do not let this sector fall.
Well, smells like something's burnt!
The situation is critical. Stand your ground. Defend at all costs.
Find them!
Strategic beacon deployed. The situation is critical. Stand your ground. Defend at all costs. This is our final stand. We must defend the position at all costs. Allied forces are taking objective Delta 1. Reinforce fire support. Guided missiles launched.
Strategic beacon ready to deploy.
Roger that. Artillery barrage incoming. There's nowhere to retreat to. Do not let this sector fall.
Wait for my intel! Got them pinned down! Get back in the fight!
Strategic beacon deployed.
Artillery barrage ready. Strategic beacon ready to
Opening
deploy.
artillery barrage!
Roger that. Artillery barrage incoming. The enemy secured their objective. We've lost. Retreat immediately.